creepy introduction, know you hear that? It's not the wind, not the trees groaning under the weight of the night. No, it's the sound of something else, something that wasn't supposed to be there. There's a presence in the silence and unseen, weight in the air, a chill crawling under your skin, like someone is standing too close. But when you turn, nothing's there. That's the beginning. It's always the beginning. Right now, as you sit in this dark room, you can't shake the feeling that you're not alone. The walls are too thick, the air too still. But you know deep down you're not alone. Never again. And I'm sorry to tell you this, but you've already started counting the wrong number. You don't remember when it started. It could have been days ago, weeks. But you keep hearing that one extra laugh, the uninvited shadow that dances just beyond your peripheral vision. You've already made a mistake, haven't you? Build the pattern that starts small, a single, offhand comment from one of the group. Wait, weren't there 5 of us? You laugh it off. It's nothing, just a trick of the mind, right? But then, as the hours stretch, you start noticing the oddities, the extra breath in the air, the feeling that someone's behind you when you're walking, and that laughter just on the edge of hearing. You can't catch it fully, but you know it's there. Then it happens again. Yeah, there are 5, right? But you can't remember if it was you who said it or someone else. The moment passes, you shrug it off, maybe even laugh along, but deep inside, something churns a sinking sensation that refuses to let go. And then, that voice, so quiet, so calm, whispers, you're not counting right. It's not a voice you recognize, but it's there, nonetheless, in the soft rustling of leaves, a distant sound, like a whispering breeze. You know, you feel it in your bones. Something isn't right. 3 documented cases. Case 1. Teenager John. John had always been the reliable one, the one who kept track of everyone during their trips, the one who made sure they were all accounted for. But on their first night in the woods, John wasn't quite himself. As they sat by the fire, roasting marshmallows, John kept glancing over his shoulder, his eyes flicking toward the trees. It wasn't until later, much later, that anyone realized John hadn't been sitting in his chair for a while. They only noticed because there was an extra chair. When they counted, there were 6 people, but they only remembered 5 names. John didn't speak up when they asked. He wasn't there to speak. He was gone. Case 2. Elder Emily. The next day, Emily found herself thinking of John. She hadn't heard him complain in hours. When she looked around, she counted the others. 5. She stopped, confused. 5. Wasn't there someone else? Max kept making jokes, but Emily couldn't laugh. She couldn't shake the sinking feeling in her chest. When they went to sleep that night, she had trouble staying asleep. A rustling sound from the woods outside their tent kept her awake. When she tried to count them again, her fingers hesitated. There were only 4 of them. She checked the camera. The footage seemed fine, but then one of them, she couldn't remember who, made a strange comment. Who's holding the camera? That was when she started to panic. Case 3. Child Ava. The last confirmed case was Ava. She was younger than the others, but she was a smart child, perceptive in ways the others were not. It was her voice on the last recording, shaky, desperate. The night was dark. She looked at the camera, eyes wide, terrified. There were 5 of us when we came here, she said, but we keep counting 6. I don't know why they're all gone. I don't know where they went, but it's just me and one other person. I can't remember their name. I think we're going to get out of here tomorrow. We'll be fine. Her words faded off into the silence. The last image on the screen was of her holding hands with someone she couldn't name. No one has heard from Ava since. Why it happens, what little we know, it's not a mimic, not a shapeshifter. It's something else entirely, a presence anomaly that feeds off confusion. At some point, it starts blending with your group, adding itself to the count. It never acts immediately. It watches, waits,